In this lesson, we're going to learn about some of the characteristics of functions. The first thing we're going to talk about is something that you're probably already familiar with, and that is the idea of finding our x and y intercepts. So let's go ahead and just remember what those are. An x-intercept is the point where the graph crosses the x-axis. The point where the graph crosses the x-axis. So when we write an ordered pair for the x-intercept, because it crosses the x-axis, we're going to have a 0 where the y is, and then some number where the x is. The y-intercept is the point where the graph crosses the y-axis. So if it's the point where the graph crosses the y-axis, you're going to have a 0 for the x and some number for the y. So let's go down here and look at our graph and try to see if we can find the places where these things happen. I have some colored pencils here. So this first one, let's see if we can find our x-intercept. So I'm going to find the x-intercept. So I'm going to look for the place where it crosses the x-axis, and this is the x-axis. So the place where it crosses the x-axis looks like this point right here. So that point is approximately, let's see here, there's 1, 2, and this is 3. So that's about 2.5, comma 0. Notice there's a 0 in the y spot. So then let's think about the y-intercept. The y-intercept is the point where it crosses the y-axis, so that would be right there. So that one is going to have a 0 for x, and then it crosses the y-axis at -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. All right, let's look at the next one. So let's start with our x-intercept. And the x-intercepts this time, I have one right here, and I have one right here. So I'm going to have two of those. And remember, an x-intercept always has a 0 for the y. So one of the places where it crosses is at 1, 0, and the other place where it crosses is over here at -3, 0. The y-intercept, we only have one of those, and that's right here. It has a 0 for the x, and then -1, 2, 3 for the y. If you would like to, pause this video and see if you can figure out where the x and y intercepts are, and then unpause it and see if you're right. The x-intercept, it looks like I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, and x-intercepts always have a 0 for y. So -1, 0, and then 0, 0, and this one is at 3, 0. The y-intercept have a 0 for the x, and it's right here. So you can see the x and y intercept are actually at the same point.